So this is just one of those puzzles that I appreciate the concept more than the actual solve. So this puzzle has gone viral because from the standpoint, it doesn't you don't really know how it twists. Like so far, the only thing I can rotate are these corners. But it turns out when you offset a whole bunch of the corners, uh, yeah, then the cuts line up and it turns. Whoops. The internals turn like a skewb. And from if you notice that if I were to try solving these corners first and then try solving like a skewb, the skewb actually disrupts the corners. So by that logic, it would be in my best interest to solve the skewb first, right? That be these corners relative to these big centers, and then try to bring in these little pieces to fit into the corners. So yeah, let's just solve the skewb. And these corners, like, they're sort of disorienting because like I didn't know if this one belonged here or here, but since if I were to orient them properly, these blues would be next to each other, whereas this orange and this red would have been next to each other. So that, oh, those ones are also in the right spot. And yeah, relatively speaking, these are also in the right spot too, because I can just rotate this, the corners and solve the major part of this cube. Right now, I guess center orientation is also paramount. Come on. Yeah, like I said, the concept is cool, but the solve isn't super fun, just because the puzzle, like, it's, yeah. So this is one of those. So yeah, it looks like everything is solved. That's the green side, the red side, the yellow side. So now the skewb part is solved. Now I want to focus on getting these in the right spot. So let's start with, well, I see this one has most of its pieces where it belongs. Now I want an orange and white. And the cool thing is that a turn sends pieces from one side of the square of our skewb to the other side. So it can only go from corner to corner, meaning that they can only exist on the embedded tetrahedron. So I'll never have a piece that belongs here end up over here. So I only have to search for half of the corners for a specific piece. Although it's still taking me quite a while. There it is. So I'll move this guy's home up, move this over, bring this down. That's one corner solved, and we'll solve the other three on the big tetrahedron. Just making sure everything's oriented correctly. These are good. Just this one. This one belongs here. If I rotate this, I'll do that. So now all of those corners are good, and now I just have to focus on the other four corners. It's a pretty easy solve. This one goes here. Now I need a red and yellow, which is right here. White and orange. And look at that. Now all the corners are solved and positioned correctly, and the centers are in the right spot. So now I can fix all of these. And now the Polaris Skewb is solved. So it's a fun puzzle, but or the concept is fun, but the actual turning, how it feels in your hand, is not the best. I would love to see more being played on this concept of having to turn stuff partially on top of it being Skewb, because the Skewb variations are all my favorite. I'm actually covering more later on. So yeah, that's this one. Thanks for watching.